Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the Denver Broncos taking on Jalen Hurts and the Tennessee Titans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And off we go from Denver. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback in his 7th season now from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-armed guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school. He plays the game with a lot of toughness.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 20.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. From the 27, Garoppolo. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time, and they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. And before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Draw play. This is Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
26-yard line.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo, and he's going to go down again. Henry Anderson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Andy Lee now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Hurts. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Broncos nothing.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Derrick Henry on the handoff. Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down at the 33.
I like the look that they showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take Hurts, fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day, always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Short throw to Smith. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Williams made the
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ingram. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Garoppolo able to find Shaheen here.
Garoppolo's pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your...
And now Garoppolo lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Titans 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson.
Complete.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is Hurts. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Pass. Complete to Travis Kelsey. 2 yards on the play. First down, Tennessee.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
57, Mike, 57.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
A 4-yard.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jason Myers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5
They're going to look to throw.
to go.
And Robinson with a big catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out to his left. He'll run it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action with Hurts. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. 24-21, the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. 38-17, the final score. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 27-21, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 47-yard line. A A gain of 4. And it's third down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry on the carry. Harrison Phillips on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Again, they'll run with Ingram.
27-yard line.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
They just do get off as he'll look to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. There's the stiff arm. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Give to Mark Ingram.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Raekwon Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And 2 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Ingram. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. First down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Middle of the Titans' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Broncos 31.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And the busy night for Henry continues. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down 14-7, a minute 45 to play. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down.
Is under review.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Get this to about the 19. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Broncos 7.
So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Garoppolo's pass.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and 11. They'll run with Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Titans, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.